Welcome to Fortnite Chapter 7. That's right, the battle bus is no more. You officially surf onto the island, and if you're wondering what that means for the bus driver, well, instead of thanking him, now you pay your respects. So, rest in peace, Mr. Driver. Jokes aside, you're now looking at the official Chapter 7 map. This is Pacific Break, and let's start off by showing you one of the coolest feel-wise, sandy strip. Fortnite created their own version of Las Vegas. And immediately you'll notice the giant sprite staring at you from the distance. This is a parody of the infamous sphere from real life, and it'll react to everything around it. As you probably expect from a place like this, there's of course a casino, and Fortnite didn't shy away. There's literally slot machines with Big Bill's face on it. So I guess he loved crypto and went for real gambling instead. You can also find tons of arcade games and cool decorations in here, like marble fountains similar to actual Las Vegas. And just like the real place, you'll instantly notice the Tilted Towers clock is standing tall here. This is also a nod to Vegas, where they have their own versions of landmarks like the Eiffel Tower or the Statue of Liberty. And I guess Fortnite went with Tilted. By far the most ridiculous parody is on the highway towards Sandy Strip. Instead of Route 66, it is Route 67. I mean, come on, Fortnite. Let's talk about the NPC you find here. This is your first look at the bride from Kill Bill. She's officially part of the Battle Pass and her skin looks amazing. But it gets even cooler if you look for this katana symbol on the map. You just got the Forsaken Vow Blade. And yes, that was Gogo and her sister Yuki. You basically get to wipe them out the second you get your hands on this. And as you can see, it works just like the Void Blade, especially with the 3 dash charges. For a while now, we talked about the play as a villain leak feature. And it turns out this was actually for the brand new item. After you take out a boss, for example, Human Bill, you'll drop a transformation item that has the words undroppable in all red. So, what happens when you pick it up? Yep, you now have his abilities. In Humanville's case, this gives you low gravity and the ability to spawn 2 henchmen. You'll also get unlimited sprint when playing as a boss, along with 25 extra shield. Another boss you could transform into is Beach Brutus, and his ability is shield regeneration. So, what's the catch to using these? Well, your location is revealed on the mini-map the whole time, so there is some danger to using this. Luckily, you can just fly out of there with the coolest mobility item since the web shooters. Chapter 7 has added a wings suit. And I mean, just look at this thing in action. This is easily going to be the most popular item of the season, but if you can't find one, there are other ways to get around. You probably noticed them by now, but these huge hot air balloons aren't just for decoration. You are looking at the official replacement for trains. These are called air ventures and work just like the trains used to. There are stations around the map with countdowns to the next balloon and everything. Once you hop on, you can casually ride them from one station to the next. And honestly, it's way better than a train because it means you actually have a vantage point over the map. There's even loot on the side of these things, but it's nothing special. That's unlike my favorite poi in the whole season. Welcome to Wonky Land. It's an entire theme park with roller coaster grind rails, a Ferris wheel, and a huge musical stage with fireworks when you go near it. There's also a giant lazy river that goes around the whole poi. And it's called Jungle Jam. When you enter the line, you could actually find the classic "must be this tall to ride" signs, and it's perfectly placed, so the average Fortnite skin is just tall enough. I love it. There's even small cannons scattered around this place, letting you light the fuse and fire loot out of it. It's basically a chest hidden in plain sight. Chapter 7 is changing everything you know about Fortnite, and that includes reboot vans. Ever since these were added, you just can't move them. But that's not the case anymore. This season, reboot vans are officially drivable. Now, look out because some of them actually can't be driven. But you'll notice that every single one has a brand new design and they're more like a reboot monster truck at this point. They even got seats in the back which doubles as an automatic revive. You really should drive it to Battlewood Boulevard, which feels like it's the star of Chapter 7. This place is based entirely off of Hollywood and downtown LA. And you'll realize that the second you spot the giant sign in the distance. Fortnite also designed the famous LA canals and they're full of graffiti. And there's even a theater at this place called the Golden Reel, which looks inspired by classic Hollywood movie theaters. Now, earlier I showed you how you could transform into a boss. But what else do they drop? It turns out this might be the most useful boss ever because characters like Human Bill literally drop things like the self-revive. Now, you can also buy these in vending machines or find them in chests, but they're exactly what they say in the name. When you're knocked, it'll get you right back up again, and you can even pick them up when you're down. Human Bill also drops something that is 10 times more powerful. And that's a weapon named the Arc Lightning Gun. I mean, just look at this thing in action. The pro players are going to beg for this to get banned. A less powerful weapon is the Dead-Eye Assault Rifle. And yes, this basically means that weapon mods are back. Now, sadly, I didn't see any workbenches. But you can find modded versions of your favorite guns around the map. And the Dead-Eye adds a red dot scope on the top of the classic AR. Maybe you prefer a spin on the hammer shotgun. So, how about 2 of them? That's right, you can straight up dual wield these now with the twin hammers. And that's not the only twin item. Chapter 7 also gives us the dual micro SMGs. If you prefer a more powerful shotty, this is the Iron Pump shotgun. And it's got a much slower fire rate, but just from how loud it is, you can tell it hits hard. Let's take another look around the map and move over to what's behind the Battlewood sign. Up in the mountains, you can explore Humble Hills. And from the name, you can already guess this is basically Fortnite's version of Hollywood Hills. There are mansions up here, as you'd expect. And one of them is owned by Kat Holloway. You can find her NPC just straight up dancing. And if you're wondering who this is, she's a part of the Battle Pass. Her character is meant to be a famous movie actress, which would explain why she got her own pad in the hills. Now, I got to talk about how Chapter 7 took reality augments and Rift events and merged them together. There's a new feature called Rift Anomalies. There are small in-game events and they'll give you special abilities out of nowhere. For example, you might be given the hide and seek event where standing still or crouching will turn you invisible. Now, it would be easy to fight invisible enemies if you got the right weapon, though, and the new Hollow Rush SMG may look small, but man, this thing shoots fast. So, most of the POI in Chapter 7 are inspired by various cities. So, when you look at Inaloop Labs, you might be taken back by just how much it stands out. This is some kind of futuristic tech lab. But it's also the center of the new transport system on the map. You'd think hot air balloons and wingsuits were the only way to get around? Nope. There is one hidden underground, and it's a parody of Elon Musk's Hyperloop leading to various POI around the map. Still not as interesting as this huge movie studio on the island. And yes, you're reading that right. They're called Seuss Studios. Don't let the ridiculous name fool you. It's actually a super cool POI. It's based on a Hollywood backlot, and you'll find all kinds of movie sets in here, like this car driving off a canyon, Thelma and Louise style. Or this banana in a lab. The warehouses even have huge hangar blast doors that slowly close, but I'm mostly interested in this set, which is taken straight from the official Chapter 7 key art. He has stood in this room. Clearly, Dark Voyager is important to the storyline this season. And he might have some kind of control over Seuss Studios as they're in the 0 Point biome right now filming a movie. They've even built a huge warehouse here. But I'll talk about him later in the video because the real suspicious activity is happening at Classified Canyon. This is inspired by Area 51, and I'll wait for you guys to explore what's inside. But it even looks cool from the surface. I mean, there's also an alien-themed Durburger here, just like the alien cafes in Nevada. But you probably noticed by now, there's a brand new UI this season, changing everything on the screen, from the health bar to the compass and minimap. Even the sprint meter looks different. But most importantly, your hit marker and elimination feed looks cooler than ever before. Whether you're picking up the tactical pistol or this mysterious vengeful sniper rifle, the loophole is way more satisfying now. And Chapter 7 has a huge variety of POA from 4 fields, a private golf resort, to Rip Tides, a Ziggy skate park partially inspired by Santa Monica Beach. In the top left, you'll find Tip Top Terrace, an entire village in the trees that needs launch pads to get up here, and Latte Landing. This is a small town on the coast that is home to a new business called Big Shots Coffee. So, you've seen all the weapons, POA, and items. What about the battle pass? Well, the first guy that probably caught your attention was Marty McFly himself. After years of waiting, Back to the Future is in Fortnite. And he's got a camcorder pickaxe from the movie along with his Gibson guitar as an instrument, which of course doubles as a back bling. Next in the past, we have Karina, a YouTuber with a broken arm who loves skateboarding. So, this means you also get an amazing traversal emote. Then we have Kingston, who is a lion but also film director. If you couldn't tell from the way he dresses, this guy clearly loves the beach, judging from his emote, along with kicking back with a pineapple mocktail. Next up is Carter Wu, a movie star, stuntman who does martial arts. And it seems like he's probably inspired a little bit by Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, considering they were also martial arts stuntmen turned actors. He's followed by Miles Cross, an action movie star. And finally, the coolest skin in the whole pass, our Tier 100 Dark Voyager. It seems like Eternal Voyager has now been transformed into the King of the Cubes and maybe our new villain of the season. His reality is redacted and his entire set is themed around the Golden Cube. From his pickaxe and back bling to his amazing emote. Let me just say the storyline this season is going to be absolutely insane. I hope you guys enjoy. That's everything new. Make sure to like, subscribe and comment your favorite part about Chapter 7.